What's going on, guys? Auzio here and welcome back to a brand new video. So today we have the best attacking team of the seasons, and this is a video I've been wanting to do for a very long time, simply because I really wanted to, kind of rank every single attacker that actually got a team of the season. Obviously we all know, Ronaldo, Ben Yedder, like people like Neymar, Mbappe will all be in the S tier. That's kind of bait, right? But it's going to be interesting to see who we do rank between like Depay, Di Maria, Giovinco, all of those players. See what, rank they kind of get. But as you clearly can see, you cannot see me. There is no face cam. There is no overlay. Reason? Simply because I did not want to get in the way of some of these players. Because recently in some of my tier list videos, I put some players behind my camera. Then you guys don't end up seeing it. And you guys comment like, where's Dybala or where's Giovinco? And it's just simply behind my camera, but it's understandable because you can't see it, and that is my bad. Now, if you guys want me to do all the videos, all the tier lists, like this, and just get my camera out of the way pretty much and my overlay, let me know in the comment section. It's probably a bit better, to be fair. Now, Adama Traore, we are starting off. Now, for me, Adama Traore, he's a good player. He is. But if we're being honest with ourselves, is he better than like Aguero, Anderson, Atal, Aubameyang? No, he's an outstanding super sub, but he's definitely not a starter. So Adama Traore is going to go into the D section. Next up, we do have Aguero. Now, this card was interesting to see, right? He's amazing on the ball, really good passer. He's got a decent shot. He hits post a lot, and I've heard a lot of pros actually call this Aguero a fraud, which was a bit of a surprise. But at the same time, not. Because for me, he hit the post consistently. He was amazing on the ball. Pace wasn't up, up there with the best. But he was a good card. But I'm not going to rank him too low. I'm going to put him in a B tier. Next up, we do have Felipe Anderson. Let's push this down a little bit. Felipe Anderson is a good card. Nothing out of the blue. I believe he was released in the community team of the season as well. So it was right at the start. It was a long time ago, I must say. But he was a good card, but nothing insane. So I am going to put him under Aguero. Next up, we have Atal. Now, I actually use this card in the weekend league. He sometimes hides in big games, but I absolutely loved his pace down the wing. His 5-star weak foot was always going to help me. His 4-star skill moves, the dribbling, the shooting, everything about him was absolutely wonderful. So I am going to put him into the A tier. Next up, we do have Aubameyang. Now, this is an interesting card because his height, I would say, is like the biggest letdown about him, because he's never going to be meta, right, with that height, especially this year. Last year, 100%, the little backstick headers, it's a goal. But this year, you have to be very agile on the ball. You have to be a 5'8", 5'10" kind of player, but you have to have absolutely amazing dribbling stats, which he has, and he's got the shooting traits, all the shooting traits, the chip shot, the finesse shot, and the outside foot shot. So I'm never going to put Aubameyang into like D or C. But I don't believe he deserves the A spot, and he is going to go into Aguero's level. Next up, we do have Benrahma. Now, this card was released in the Championship Team of the Season. Really good card. I believe this card was the best card in the Championship alongside with Phillips. Now, do I believe he's on Adama's level? I believe he's a bit better than Adama, but I can't put him near Felipe Anderson. That's the little bit of a struggle I am having, so I am going to put him in a D tier. Next up, we do have Benzema. Now, this Benzema was actually really nice to use. Absolutely loved him. I believe he's still a hidden gem. And because he's Benzema and people don't really rate him in real life, they haven't really gave this card a go. But if I'm being honest with you guys, he's not a bad card. He is better than Felipe Anderson. And he definitely goes into that cam spot and the B position. Now, next up, we do have Cesena. And he's a really good card. I actually did a review on him recently. You guys want to see that? I scored so many goals with this card. It was absolutely ridiculous. And he's definitely still a hidden gem. I believe he's going for around 250k, which is actually not bad for him. Like, I thought he would actually go for near like 300, maybe 320. But he is going to go into the A tier because if you guys haven't used that card, trust me, you're missing out. Memphis Depay. The 5-star skiller with the 3-star weak foot. Now, he does have a bulky body in-game, and that is something we do have to realise. And for that reason, I can never put him into the A tier, but he is going to go into the B tier because I think he is a really good card. Di Maria, the 5-star skiller, he did get a weak foot upgrade, which is interesting because I never thought Di Maria would have got a weak foot upgrade, but they did upgrade him to a 3-star. So, I want to say for that reason, because he's a good card anyway, but he is going to go into the B tier. Next up, we do have Dybala. Now, this Dybala card, he is a no-joke card. He's a 4-star with a weak foot upgrade, and I absolutely loved him. I loved his pace. I loved the acceleration, the shooting, the dribbling. I loved him in that cam spot. It was no joke. So he is going to go into the A tier. A lot of people might disagree with that because they actually have used that card and he, you know, they call him a fraud. But for me personally, I used that card and he was absolute god tier. So next up we do have Franzelda, I believe is how you pronounce his name. And he's a good card. 4-star, amazing pace, good dribbling, good shooting. But do I believe I could put him on, you know, Di Maria, Aguero, Aubameyang's level? Not really. He's a good card, but nothing, you know, out of the blue. Next up, we do have Giovinco. Now, Giovinco, my favorite thing about him was definitely his dribbling. The amount of dribbling, like, that I did do was out of this world. I was just turning people inside out. I was just loving every little bit. But do I believe he's on Dybala and Nattel's level? No. He's definitely going to go into the B tier. So Gomez is next. Now, this card, I actually did say is better than Dybala. Now, for that reason, I am going to put him on the same level as Dybala. But if we're being honest, Gomez over Dybala all day. He's dribbling. I understand he is 5'5", but he's dribbling, he's shooting, his pace, his everything came into play. The reason I'm not actually putting him above into, like, up there is because we all know who's going to go above there. There's going to be Ronaldo. There's going to be Messi. There's going to be Mbappe, Neymar. Those kind of players definitely deserves that S tier. Next up, we do have Gnabry. Now, this card is good, and I really did enjoy doing a review on him. But recently, I actually have used him, and he wasn't as good as, you know, in the review. And I feel like Gnabry actually did get patched. So I am going to put him into the B tier because I don't believe he is better than Dybala or Gomez. Next up, we do have Griezmann. This Griezmann card he's a good card, he is. But the only letdown of this card is definitely that weak foot. That weak foot needs to be upgraded. I don't understand how they didn't upgrade it. And I understand he's got the 4-star skill moves, but come on now. It's always going to be a letdown. It honestly is. Good. Griezmann is absolute god, especially in a cam position would definitely be his best position. But I don't like his weaker foot. Next up, we do have Ings. This card actually came out recently, right? And he was no joke. He was a really good card. The 4-star, making him an absolute god as well. Do I believe I should put him on Gomez's level? Dybala's? Nah. I believe I should put him on a B tier though. 100%. Next up, we do have Insigne. Now, this card was same as Giovinco pretty much. And if I put, like, Insigne above Giovinco, I believe that's just me, you know, being an absolute idiot at this point. Because he's got pretty much exactly the same stats. Right? He's pretty much the same height. They play exactly the same. I wouldn't say they're both Italian, but, you know, that would help. Dribbling is exactly the same. Pace, shooting, just passing. I believe Insigne has a better shot, but I believe Giovinco has better dribbling than him. Next up, we do have 99 Lewandowski and our first S-tier player. This guy is no joke, honestly. He's an absolutely amazing card. Like, he's shooting, dribbling, pace, everything. Everything comes into play. And the one thing that surprised me quite a bit was his headliner card is not that much, you know, ratings lower than this 99, but they feel completely different. Like not even the stats. Like, the stats don't look immensely different. Yeah, there's quite a big difference, but, you know, it's not huge. But for some reason, this 99 Lewandowski moves like an absolute god. But next up, we do have Mohr. Now, Mohr, for me, has to go into the A tier. I cannot believe, to this very day, how good this Mohr card is. The fact that he's got that 5-star skill moves, especially with the pace, the dribbling, the shooting, the passing ability, just makes him absolutely broken. It's exactly the same with Mane. I don't believe Mane is an S-tier player because I don't really trust in him up front or even a cam position. I 100% trust him down the wing though. He is ridiculous down the wing, and I was actually going to try to get this card for the upcoming Foot Champs, but we're going to see how many coins we get out of Ultimate Team of the Season, you know, rewards. But he is definitely going to go into the A tier. Next up, we do have Martinez. So Martinez is an absolute god for me, but he does have that bulky body. And do I believe I can put him on Gomez or Dybala's level? No. So he is going to go into the B tier. So we are going to, you know, I wouldn't say speed it up a little bit because that just sounds, you know, it just sounds like I'm rushing stuff. But I'm gonna make it a bit quicker because we've got a lot of video. We still got a lot of players left. Martinez for me, he was a good card. Nothing out of the blue, nothing insane, but he was definitely up there. So I am gonna put him into the B tier. Next up, we have Mateus Pereira. Now, this card came out with the community... No, not the community toy. The championship. And he was good at the time. But we wasn't really expecting to get this many good team of the seasons. So, he was good when he came out. But now, not the greatest. Let's just say that. Mbappe, is there anything I can say? Come on now. Come on now. The 5-star skill moves to 4-star weak foot. Yes, I understand the 4-star weak foot. You know, a foot birthday card has the 5-star 5-star. And it's simply the reason why it's still going for more. But that Mbappe, he's a no joke. Next up, we do have Messi. This Messi card is a no joke as well. The amount, how good he is at dribbling. The shooting, the pace, the passing ability. You can play him cam, striker, and down the wing. Come on now. He's definitely going to go in the S tier. Next up, we do have Nani. Nani, the 5-star 5-star that recently actually came out as an SBC. Insane player. He really is. The only thing that slacks on him, I believe it's his finishing or shot power. I can't remember which one though. But this card definitely goes into the B tier. Next up, we do have Neymar. Neymar's definitely going to go in S tier. Come on now. Come on. Do I really have to say more? Do I really have to say more? The 5-star 5-star with everything. Next up, we do have Payet. Payet, for me, at the time when I reviewed him, insane player. Ridiculous. I loved everything about him. But after starting to use some of these other players, I've started to realise that Payet is not, you know, he's not up there with the top tier players. So he is going to go into the C tier. Next up, we do have Pozuelo. That some people call him, you know, AuzioMF 2.0. God knows how. No, God knows why. But apparently he looks like me in game. But anyway, we're going to avoid that. But he is going to go into C tier. Really nice card. I love how he's got the 5-star weak foot with the 4-star skill moves. And he is a good cam. But I definitely don't believe I can put him into the B tier. Next up, we do have Promise. Promise, for me, still, to this very day, an insane card. He's 5-star skill moves. He's 4-star weak foot. Makes everything about this card. His pace, I've never, ever realised how fast this Promise card is until this week when I used him in Foot Champs. I really couldn't believe it. It was just ridiculous at this point. It was ridiculous. Rafa. This card was good, but I did have him red, and he actually, but I believe he got patched because he didn't perform to his, you know, to the level I wanted him to. But do I believe he's on like Pozuelo's and Payet's level? No. Next up, we do have Rashford. Rashford is, I believe, the biggest bust out of this whole team of the season I've ever seen. The 5-star skill moves is always going to be good, right? The 3-star weak foot, still going to be good. But this Rashford card, his movement, his touch, sometimes he's shooting. Nothing is good about, I wouldn't say nothing is good about him, but he's off. This card is off, and that's why I'm calling him the biggest bust of the whole team of the season. Next up, we do have Royce. I believe Royce is 100% up here. An outstanding player. He can play strike, he can play cam. You can even put him down the wing. Be careful with strength, obviously, but everything else is perfect. Richarlison, I believe, goes into the B tier simply because I have actually recently used his Richarlison card, and I believe he got patched as well, to the extent where he wasn't performing as, you know, when I was reviewing him. So he's going to go into the B tier and not the A tier. Next up, we're going to have the 99 Ronaldo, which I think is the best card in this whole team of the season. I have recently played a pro called Pro Hunter in my Foot Champ Highlights Part 2. If you guys missed it, go and watch it. It's out. And I could not believe what Pro Hunter was doing with this card. He was defending. He was attacking. He was playmaking. I was lost for words. But next up, we do have Mo Salah. Mo Salah, for me, it's his weak foot that's always going to kill him. But he's an amazing dribbler, an amazing shooter. But it's the weak foot once again. Salvio, outstanding card. Ridiculous card, if I had to say to myself. Pace, dribbling, shooting. There's not much to say about him. Let's all be fair. Sancho, for me, definitely goes into the A tier. The 5-star skill moves. The 4-star weak foot. The card is a joke. And I still want to use Sancho in Weekend League, because I want to see how he performs in the Weekend League. We've reviewed him in Rivals, and I want to see how this card performs in Weekend League though. So I might actually put him into the team very, very soon. Next up, we do have Simon. Simon, for me, he was a good card. He was, but if we're thinking about all the cards that have recently been released, he was released in Community Team of the Season. And do I believe I can put him on this card, like all of these cards levels? No. I am going to put him in the C tier. Son. But a lot of people are going to hate me for this, and a lot of people think Son is an A tier. But for me, honestly, I hate his movement in game. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. I don't like how he feels. It feels like he's got like a 6'4" body for some reason. Yeah, he's got the 5-star weak foot. I agree. The 4-star skill moves is also going to be very nice. But come on. If we're being real with each other, is he better than Sancho, Promise, Morris? No. Let's come on now, behave. Anyway, Suarez, the 3-star skiller is always going to be, you know, a bit of a letdown for Suarez, but he has got a 4-star week foot, which is going to be nice. Do I believe I can put Suarez on like Benzema's, Nani, Di Maria? Yeah, I'll do it. Why not? Because I don't believe Suarez is a bust like Rashford is, or I wouldn't say it's a bust, to be fair. He's just not as good as these players. Next up, we do have Terexa. Now, this card is absolutely insane. If you guys haven't actually tested him out, please go and buy him and do it. It's an absolute ridiculous card. Do I believe he's on Sancho's or Royce or Promises level? No. But he's definitely up there with some of these players. Next up, we do have Tevez. Now, I actually haven't reviewed this card. And this will be the only card in this whole tier list that will be a gamble. But I've recently seen how many people like this card. I've seen pros use this card. And they could not believe how good it was. So I am going to put Tevez up here. But this, as I said, is the only player that might be a bit, you know, might be a bit of a sticky one if I put him in the A tier. It may be B at best, but I'm going to put him there for now because the amount of people that want me to review this card is a joke. And I might actually end up doing it very, very soon. Next up, we do have Jamie Vardy, the 3-star skiller. Is always going to be a killer. Hey, that rhymed at the same time. Hey. Anyway, Jamie Vardy, right? 95 overall. I don't believe I can put him on this level, so I'm going to put him here. Next up, we do have Vela. Vela's a good card, but I don't believe he's in the B tier. Vishka. Vishka is an interesting card as well. Vishka is one of those ones where I love his 4-star, obviously. His pace is good, his dribbling is good, but I recently used him, and I believe he's only going for like 40k right now, 40k coins. And I have recently used him in Foot Champs, and he did not live up to expectations. I felt like Simon, Payet, Vela was better than him. So Vishka definitely have to go down there. Very, very disappointing because when I reviewed him, outstanding player. My first Foot Champs with him, outstanding player. But my second, I could not stand him on that pitch. Next up, we do have Timo Werner. And he's a good card. I don't like how he's got 3-star skill moves. I really don't. But I don't want to disrespect him too bad because he's got the pace, he's got the dribbling, and he has got the shooting. Ben Yedder, without a doubt, 4-star, 5-star. There's not much to say about him, let's all be fair. Zaha, the 5-star skill moves. Obviously, I understand he has got a 3-star weak foot, but Zaha definitely has to go up there. And next up, we do have Ziyech. Ziyech, 5-star skill moves. He did get a weak foot upgrade. I believe he went from 2-star to 3-star, which is always going to be nice. But he's never going to push him onto that next level. If this Ziyech card was a 5-star, 4-star, I reckon he would be up here. But because he's not, he has to go down into the B section. Now, we are going to obviously look at this for one more time, and I'm going to see if I should move any of these guys higher or lower. Lewandowski, Mbappe, Messi, Neymar, Ronaldo, Yedder. I don't believe I can move any of those down. We got a nice A section, to be fair. Don't believe, apart from Tevez, which I'm taking a gamble on, I don't believe I can move any of those down. B tier, nothing that really, like, you know, really showed me what a Sancho or Promise kind of those players did. I believe this is perfect. I don't believe anyone should move higher. I don't believe anyone should move lower. I believe I respected everyone to the level they deserved. Maybe Adama Traore, because I do use him pretty much every week. He could have gone higher, but I'm going to keep him down there because, you know, the 3-star week foot is never going to be great. But that is going to be it for the attacking team of the season tier list. If you guys obviously disagree with me, let me know in the comment section. Let me know who should have gone higher or who should have gone lower. And maybe I did miss out on some people. So let me know who I missed out on. Just put their name. Literally just simply put their name, and I will be replying to comments. So I will just probably, you know, reply with like a S, an A, a B, a C, or a D. Just to tell you where they would be positioned. But if you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like, leave a comment, and for now, peace.